Hey guys, what is up? My name's Beth Malone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today, you can see we are just talking about my finals. I'm a chemical engineering major, which might be a little surprising. I know it's kind of daunting as a field, but I really enjoy it so far. If you don't know who I am, like I said, my name is Beth Malone, but I make lifestyle videos about being a college student. I'm an engineering major, like I said, so doing all the college things, like interviewing, being ambitious, getting a job when you graduate, because that's why I'm in college, just get a good job, and I'm getting ready to travel, and I also make videos about my sorority. So if you like that kind of stuff, those lifestyle videos, definitely hit subscribe down below. And this semester took 18 credit hours. It was a little different because I had 4 classes. No, I had 5 classes. Oh my goodness. It did not feel like too much, so I was really glad that I wasn't overloaded. But I had 5 classes, and then for 1 credit out of that 18, I had just an essay that I had to write about my co-op experience last year, which if you haven't seen that video, definitely go check it out. I talk about my co-op last year as I worked in industry as an engineer for 8 months long in a totally different state, so that was really exciting. Like I said, go check it out. But I just write an essay for that, 1 credit, and then my other classes, most of them didn't. No, most of them do have finals. I have 4 finals out of those 5 classes. So I have a thermodynamics final, which is bright and early, 8 a.m. on a Monday morning. I have a material science engineering final later in the day, and which I'll talk more about. I have a fluid flow and heat transfer final on a Wednesday at 8 a.m., which I'm not too stressed about. My grade in that class right now is really good, so you probably won't see me studying for that very much. But my 4th final is for SPED, special education, and I haven't really talked about my teaching license that I'm getting while I'm getting my engineering degree. But that is something I'm doing, and that's why I'm enrolled in that class this semester. So sometimes especially in electives, you'll have classes that do not require you to take a final, which is really nice in engineering because all of your other classes probably will require you to. Sometimes you'll have a project or something, but most of the time you are taking finals during finals week. So I'm glad that mine aren't all like back to back, and the material science, I said that I would talk more about that. I have a really good relationship with the professor, so she has worked it out so everyone has access to the final beforehand, and then you can work on it over time, and it is simply due at midnight the day our final would be. So that's really nice, but she has made it a lot more challenging because of that. She has given us access to all of our notes and our textbook for all of our exams so far, which is amazing. Like, props to her. She's great. Love her so much. So you have to really appreciate those classes because most of the time that won't be the case. But you guys are going to see me just like start studying for thermodynamics a lot, and that's really the main class I really need to study for. All my other classes, I'm set. I have like very high A's in them, thankfully. I always say, if you get your work done and like put in the hard work at the beginning of the semester, then you don't have to worry when you get to the end. And thermodynamics is the one class, like obviously that's such a hard class for engineering majors, like for everybody. So I really enjoyed it this semester, and I want to finish on a strong note. So let's get into the studying. Hi, I am starting to get everything together for my final. Hopefully we can get started early. My first final is in 5 days, so I feel comfortable. I feel in a good place. I don't have too much other stuff I have to do besides pack to move home. So I'm getting my stuff together. I like have my textbook and all of my papers in the same spot. Alright, now that I have out all of my notes and my textbook, I'm going to start by reading through the textbook. So I'm gonna read like the first chapter we studied and then go over my notes for that chapter, the notes I took in class, and then try to like look over the homework or redo the homeworks for that chapter, and then I'll repeat the process, and I'll probably go back to the textbook and read the next chapter that we learned and look over my class notes and do more homework and just do that for each chapter. So let's get started reading the textbook. So I am getting organized. Sorry, I forgot my hair like looks crazy right now. Getting organized and putting all of my homeworks in chronological order with my notes. Does that make sense? So right now I'm in the middle of March, going over my notes and the homeworks and through the textbook, like I said, and this homework was like due on March 2nd. So this is the page where my notes for February stop and my notes the day of March 2nd start. So I'm gonna like look over this homework and then keep going with my notes like through the first week of March, and like I'll go through my notes until I get to the time, like the day when my next homework was due. That way I'm reviewing everything like in order that we learned it. So reviewing it in the same order that I learned it is just going to help me make sure I'm not like going over the first unit and the second unit and then doing homework for the first unit. I don't know. It's just helping me like do examples and do practice for all of the stuff I'm reviewing as I go. So this is basically what I've been doing the whole time to study for thermo. I'm almost caught up. I am reviewing the last stuff we've learned before we took our last exam. So I'm feeling pretty good about everything so far, which is nice, like, that I feel okay. I don't know, I'm nervous. It's in less than 24 hours now. I have 13 hours before I sit down to take the exam, which is nerve-wracking, but wish me good luck, guys. Hey guys, I just got back from my thermodynamics exam. I think it went really well. Honestly, like using that method to prepare worked pretty well for me. Things were refreshed in my memory, like the things I didn't learn enough the first time like really made sense to me the second time around. So I thought that was great. If you are a similar major or you're in high school and you are doing like science or math topics, honestly I think that technique, like going through each unit and like doing the lesson basically over again and looking at your notes and then doing the homeworks again and then that exam and then going through the next unit, I think that that would work for almost any class. Like that kind of just, that option just like makes sense, right? So if you're studying for finals, good luck. I'm sure you guys will kill it. I have started working on my material science exam for the final. I think I mentioned to you guys that it's a take-home exam, so it's taking a little while, but I'm really going to like work on it, knock it out today. I'm not super worried about it. A lot of material science, this is just the entry class, like the introduction. So a lot of it makes sense to me. Some of it's just memorization and then some of it's formulas. So that's been going pretty well starting on it. And then I mentioned I have a special education final, which I'm gonna do this afternoon. I didn't really study a ton for it because it's based on our like past quizzes. So those quizzes I still have access to, and we're allowed to use them. So I'm just going to base it off of that, and that comes in handy. I think I'm really showcasing the difference between like all different types of exams you could have. Like I have one that's totally online on Wednesday, and I had this one that was in person that I like really had to study for, and then I have a take-home exam, and I have like take whenever you want, like 4-hour exam for my special education. So that's just a little dose into what studying for finals is looking like for me. Like I said, I'm not really going to study much more. I'm kind of just going to dive right in, finish it up, and stick around. My next few videos are going to be traveling. I have a vacation haul coming for you guys on Friday, I think, and then I am traveling this weekend. I got antibody tested, so I have antibodies, so, and I'm fully vaccinated, so I am safe to travel. I'm super excited, traveling for my birthday, can't wait. I'm like taking down my room right now, like my room is coming apart, so I am pumped. Stick around for the next few videos, guys, and I will see you in those. Bye.